Right, we're back. Dynasty Trades in 5. I'm Clay.
I'm Shane. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Scott. Let's go. More trades. Trades.
Yeah, so we're doing another trade-only show. Let us know by hitting the like or commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Let us know that you like this kind of format. We've been playing around with different kind of content streams, and this is another one of them. So let's get rolling, boys. Start with running backs. You got Antonio Gibson or Michael Pittman and the 202.
Gibson, because I'm going to trade him for more.
Exactly.
That's the reason, huh?
Yeah. Look, people love Antonio Gibson. And then when he started to get all the receptions last year when J.D. McKissick was broken, people almost lost their minds because that's kind of what we thought he was going to be, right? So I don't know if he's going to be that, but I think people are going to tell themselves that's what we're going to see next year.
Yeah,
All right,
it's the equivalent of that's the equivalent of like Antonio Gibson for 2 seconds. And the 202, we've talked about it many times. It's not that's not the type of pick that I'm like coveting at this point. So
Okay. Well, this one is close to the 202. Would you do the 204 or Devin Singletary?
204.
Yeah, look, I love Devin Singletary. He's completely underrated. I think the Bills finally realized that he's a very good running back. But all that said, I could get Devin Singletary for less than the 204. So I'm not paying above market rates for that particular player.
Okay, fair enough. Would you do a 23 first or Dalvin Cook straight up?
People are going to think I'm crazy, but
correct answer is the 23 first.
Yeah, I think I might go
I'm
with
sorry,
the 23
I couldn't
first
hear you,
just
Shane.
for the
What did you whisper again?
The correct answer is the 23 first.
You agree, huh?
Yeah, can't argue.
All right.
I mean,
It feels gross. I would try to get some kind of at least a warm body thrown in. Something to make me feel better instead of just a 23 first. And
what kind of warm body? Like Devin Singletary?
Yeah, or like Rashad Penny. Maybe he's a warmer body. Okay, how about a CMC or the 109 and 110
In this class.
in this class?
Yep, I'll take
Got
McCaffrey.
This class.
That's correct. Again.
It's going to be CMC because I'm going to trade him for a boatload more than I don't know about boatload, but I'm going to trade him for more than that in season if he can find a way to play 3 games in a row, which is a stretch. I know it's a lot to ask of CMC to play 3 games in a row. It's not something he's done in, I don't know, 40, 50 years, but if he can pull it off, I can trade him for a boatload.
So you guys always say though that you could take like the 108 or 109 and turn that into a 23 first. So if I had phrased it 108 and a 23 first or CMC, is that a different story? Buy CMC in that case?
See, I'm so jaded because I'm just operating under the assumption that nobody's going to give me a 23 first for the 109 and the 110. So I'm like, that would be one of those, anyone that's seen leagues where a trade goes down and then the person that just traded for the asset immediately tries to retrade that asset in the chat. You know what I mean? It's like, oh crap, I better just accept that McCaffrey deal, but then I'm going to put him on the block within 2 minutes and just hope that I get something different.
But you can't do that. See, what you got to do is you got to hold McCaffrey, right? And then you got to fight the urge to go, let me immediately trade him. Because first of all, you look like a desperate whore. You know what I mean? You're like immediately just flashing the entire room like, here, take a look, guys, gals. You have to fight that urge and go, CMC is going to be worth a lot more in September than he is in February. Look, I know it's a long 7 months. Just forget he's on that roster. Don't look at Dynasty Planet for a little bit. Cut them out. They don't sponsor us. Don't look at
Nobody does.
Yeah. Don't look at the roster ship. Just you got to hold them. You got to be strong. You got to hold them until at least summertime when people start. Till people are like, oh, I got to submit a lineup. And you're like, yeah, it's only 2 months away. And then you can start thinking about trading them.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. How about God, I don't have any of this guy, and I never know what to think when we get questions on Saquon. Saquon or Kareem Hunt and Elijah Moore?
Probably Saquon for the same reason we just talked about McCaffrey, but to a lesser extent.
This one was tough for me. What do you think, Shane?
I'm so out on Saquon that I can't see his value recovering. And I think most people are like me in that way, that they've seen that he is not the person that we thought he was anymore. He got outplayed by Devontae freaking Booker. I'll take it.
I think the issue there is Kareem Hunt is no better than Sony Michel. They're no different. That Kareem Hunt is a guy you're just praying is in an opportunity to get touches. So
we've seen Kareem Hunt be much better than Sony Michel, and he's been I don't want to say consistent, because he's another guy that seems to be injured all the time anymore. But I don't know. Like, he's not even the big piece of that trade for me. He's like that little bit of comfort that I need to just throw it in to make me feel good about myself. You know,
see, I think the difference is I'm shooting for a different receiver. If it's the Kareem Hunt is just a process piece that you're throwing in. It's basically Saquon versus Elijah Moore. So depending on how I'm building my team, there might be times where I'd rather liquidate Saquon for a wide receiver, but I'd rather try to get a different type of deal back, I guess, is how it did. That's an interesting one. I can see both sides.
Send me those offers if we're in any leagues together, folks.
So would you do Saquon or the 104 in this class?
104.
Yeah, I'd probably go the 104. But then again, if you're going to consider trading Saquon for the 104, and then you're eyeing any sort of receiver at the 104, you're going like, okay, do I like Elijah Moore better than any receiver in this class? And you could say that's probably not a bad choice. So that's the thing. You're targeting a running back or a quarterback with the 104. So I can see both sides on that one too.
Again, hit that like if you like this show. Let us know. Okay, Hollywood or the 109?
109.
I love Hollywood so much, man. He was a top 15 wide receiver last year before Lamar got injured. The market does not appreciate him. Do I have multiple first-round draft picks? I feel like I need some context here. Is this my only rookie pick?
You somehow were contending. This is your only rookie pick.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna cheat, and I'm just gonna wait until I'm on the clock. And then I'm going to say,
yeah,
I'm just going to cheat.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work, Shane. Come on.
What? It doesn't.
When everyone can see the board, it doesn't work that way. You gotta make the bets now.
All right, I'm going to wait till the NFL Combine, and then let everyone get crazy, and then I'll get Marquise Brown for like the 111 or 112, because we'll be talking about how deep this wide receiver class is when we didn't realize it, because it's sneaky good.
Is there a chance I can trade that 109 for a 23 first?
Well,
I'm not getting a 23 first for Hollywood Brown. There's not anything that could happen that would make me give a 23 first for Hollywood. But the 109, you never know. I think the other thing is if you have the 109 come draft time, hey, the 109 plus the 210 might get me a 23. You know what I mean? I can't add to Hollywood Brown to get a 23 first, most likely. And it would take the perfect suitor. And I think the pick just gives you more flexibility.
One, Waddle and the 108 or Justin Jefferson. Is that enough for you to give up, JJ?
Probably not. The 108 just doesn't have you make that a top 4 pick, and I'm like maybe thinking about it. But yeah, 108, no, not enough.
Yeah, 108 is not enough. What about you, 104, Shane? That would have been a better number.
104 and Waddle? No.
Still Justin Jefferson, huh?
What's the threshold? 101 and Waddle?
Okay, now we're getting a little now we're getting a little like, all right, I have to take this, don't I? We're getting into that realm, right? Throw it.
What about turning Jefferson into Jalen Waddle and Deontay Johnson? 2 for 1. Start 11.
See, there you go. Starting 11.
Yeah,
Deontay Johnson and Waddle. You know what? The market's a little down on Deontay. You give me someone better. No, like these aren't my words. I like Deontay.
T. Higgins and Waddle.
Shit. Start 11. It's start 11. Yeah.
All right. Would you rather have a CD Lamb or Devonta Smith and let's call it the 107?
Oh, Devonta and the pick, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I can get on board with it. I think that's a square deal.
That's better than our famed T. Higgins deal. I'll just say that.
All right. Well, Shane, then how about if it were the 109 and Devonta Smith or CD? What's the line for you?
See, I think that's unfair as an Eagles fan. That's using my fandom against me, because the answer should be that's not enough. But yeah, I'm fine with it. I really am. And
I think
especially,
it's the smart process to take the first with Devontae versus CD.
Yep. Okay, let's move over to the quarterbacks. So would you rather have Mac Jones and Cooper Kupp or Justin Fields and Darnell Mooney?
I'm gonna let Scott answer because I need
I'm waiting for Shane because I already know my answer. It's Fields and Mooney.
I still love Fields, man. Well, it's only been a year, but yeah, I want Fields. Look, Mac Jones is never gonna. And I feel like this is gonna smack me in the balls someday, but I don't think Mac Jones will ever be an elite quarterback option in fantasy.
How about Mahomes or Burrow and T. Higgins?
See there, I can get on the board with Burrow side.
I can. I'm fine with either side. I hate being that guy, but that's one of those. I don't want to. I'll pick Mahomes. I'm picking Mahomes.
Taking Mahomes.
You putting gun to my head. I'm picking Mahomes.
Yeah, I'll take Mahomes.
There's some. I was digging into quarterback stats earlier today. There's some justification that Mahomes is. Yeah, I don't want to say he's not the QB1, but he's much closer to the pack than I think we kind of perceive that he should be. We can maybe do a different show on quarterbacks more, but I think this is kind of like what he's going to end up being. You know what I mean? He's going to be a top 5 quarterback, but I don't think he's going to be head and shoulders above everybody else. So I can get on board with that.
Russell Wilson and Hunter Renfrow.
Other side.
That side.
Or Zach Wilson and Elijah Moore.
Ooh.
Wait, it was Russ and who? Because I had already traded him away.
Russell Wilson and Hunter Renfrow, your accountant,
nope.
or Zach Wilson and Elijah Moore.
I mean, value-wise, taking out my own biases, I'd have to go the Russell Wilson side.
See, I think value-wise, a lot of people would take the Elijah Moore and Zach Wilson side because they don't see the pivot from Russ to Wilson being, their Russ to Zach Wilson being that different. Oof. But I think if you're just looking at it from the production side, really it comes down to, can you stave off Elijah Moore's potential upside with Hunter Renfrow? Because I think Russ is going to he's definitely safer than Zach Wilson. I think he's going to outperform Zach Wilson fantasy-wise too. So it's really Renfrow versus, it's the wide receiver pivot down. You know what I mean? That is just instead of getting picks, it's getting an upgrade at quarterback.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you made it this far on the show, we love you. We'll see you next time. Say bye, Shane. Say bye, Scott.
Bye, Scott.
Bye.